Hi there, my name is Rhonda Lehman, and welcome to my very first screencast. Today I'm going to be talking about Seesaw, which is an online portfolio system that we are using with our students and with the educators. So what is Seesaw? Seesaw, like I said, is a digital portfolio. Teachers are using it to, especially in the kindergarten program, we're using it to record our students' learning. We're documenting pretty well everything they do in an inquiry-based program. And the students are using it themselves to document their own learning. All of this is being sent out to parents on a daily basis, so they're really up to date on what's going on in their classroom and what their children are learning. So when they come home from school and they ask that question, what did you learn at school today? The kids can't very well say nothing because parents have it online and they can see exactly. So it opens that discussion point for parents. So I'm going to click to this quick video and let you know how students feel about Seesaw. And we'll just scroll through to this little guy because he's
access. Seesaw is basically a Facebook page, but kid-friendly. You can take pictures and post them, and you can comment, and it's for sharing what you've learned and sharing with your friends, and it's really fun. I like it. You only post learning stuff, like this was for science, and we post it on Seesaw, and then it will let our parents have Seesaw app, so after we do it, it will send it to our parents, and our parents can see what we learned for the day, like at science or reading or whatever, like writing.
One of my favorite things about Seesaw is that they get notifications when their child posts something, and that they could go in at any time during the day and listen to their child's voice and listen to what they are learning, the language that they are using in the classroom.
Watching them work and learn how to do new things that I didn't know the program could do, and how they respond to each other is really, really neat. So just watching them grow as learners through this program, I think, has been my favorite part about it.
It's just a way to connect. I think that anytime that kids are engaged through technology and can connect or share their learning or know that someone else is watching and possibly commenting or enjoying, it makes it 100% more authentic, and the kids are then in turn a lot more engaged, and the quality sometimes comes out better then.
You see the collaborative nature of Seesaw as well, where the kids are working together and doing some peer reflection on each other's work, which is huge when we talk about 21st century learning. So why do teachers Seesaw? Well, it empowers our students to document their learning as it happens, so it's real-time learning. It helps develop students' writing skills, reflection, and critical thinking. And again, we talked about 21st century learning, so they're looking at, they're using the tech, and they're getting involved, and they're engaged. Again, we talked about how families are involved by having the notifications, and they're learning about digital creations and classroom activities. And for us, big one, helps with assessment when it comes to report cards time. So that's really important for us. So let's take a look at how Seesaw actually works. So let's pretend we're students and we're going to create our first project. So signing on to Seesaw, we would sign on as a student. Okay, it's user-friendly on the iPads, the Androids, the Kindles, the Chromebooks, and on desktops as well. So the kids will sign in by using a QR code or with a class code. I find with my students, being kindergartens, they're not that keyboard savvy, so the QR code really works. So when you go on to Seesaw, these are some of the tools that are available to you. Super user-friendly. So if we're going to take a photo, we just click on the photo one here, and there's various things that we can do with the photos down below. We can have captions, we can draw on it, we can record voice to go with the photo, and this is just the rotate. So we're going to take a photo, and we're going to have a nice photo of these beautiful flowers. Here we go. And we like that photo, so we're going to keep it, and then we're going to tap on the text tool, and we're going to add a caption to it. So it gives you the option of putting a caption below, or you can actually caption right on the picture. And being a font crazy person, you can change the fonts, you can make it a little more decorative, which is a nice little feature, and the kids like that. It's like playing with that too. And when you're done, you just simply give a little click on the green arrow. All right, so we have annotated it here. I'm Angela, I'm a kindergarten teacher, and we'll click on the green arrow and move on. So we like that, and we're going to keep that. If we don't like it, we can simply edit it by re-clicking on this, or we can just choose to draw on it. And for instance, if we wanted to say, okay, well this first daffodil has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. So we could circle that and put a 5 beside it. If you were talking about patterns in nature, or bringing all sorts of different cross-curricular activities in there. Okay, so every time a student does something, it does have to get teacher approval, just because we want to keep the kids digitally responsible and avoid any uncomfortable situations from peers putting something else on there. All right, next tool we're going to take a look at is the drawing tool. I'm going to kind of quickly go through this because there's so much to talk about with Seesaw. You can go on and on. So here's our drawing tool. We click on here, so we've already got a photo on there. We decide we're going to draw on the photo. So here's one here, so we've got our photo on there, and the kids are going to do some numeracy. So that's the cat has 4 legs. There's 12 cats, so they're going to do some multiplication here. They're going to show how they got that answer. Over here, again, the kids are doing some work, and they're just drawing right on it. All right. We have a video tool as well, so the children can film video. They often like to film video of their own work or of their peers' work or their collaborative work. Or as a teacher, I like to make video too of my students explaining what they've created. So here we have a couple of kids recording each other, videoing, reading a book, and then they can look back on that. And you can video the same book, say in January, and then have the child read the book again in June, and they can look back and go, oh my goodness, I have grown so much as a reader. All right, so as you can see, as a student, it's easy to utilize Seesaw. So let's take a look at how these journals work with regards to educators using them. All right, here's some classroom examples. So this would be a photo that had a little voice recording underneath it, just as the kid is practicing their vocabulary. Here's one explaining a math concept where they've drawn on it, and here as well a science concept where they've actually used the drawing tool to put some information on there. Some other examples with higher grades. So as you can see, it can be used right up until, primary, junior, and senior, intermediate and senior. And again, some other ones here. This one here is interesting to point out because they've got some peer feedback thrown in there as well. So the person has written, the teacher can provide feedback, and their peers can provide feedback. And again, that would all be approved, would have teacher approval. Just again, like I said, to ensure responsible digital citizenship. Okay, so moving forward. As a teacher, this is a big feature for me, the note feature. I use this quite often to send out important information to parents, like a reminder that, say, tomorrow is Crazy Hair Day, or Looney License Day, or even talk about some things that we've done in class that they can work with their children at home. For instance, today we've been doing non-standard units of measurement. Take a look around the house and see if, have your kids measure something at home using, a deck of cards or a fork or something like that. And that gets posted out to all the parents, and if they have the notifications turned on, they get that immediately. Okay, again, the word cloud, we haven't used this one, but I can see using it in the future as a vocabulary tool. A lot of our parents don't speak French, and they're always worried about how they can help their kids with their French homework. We could easily do a voice recording of our vocabulary words that we could put in a word cloud. And then the parents would have the proper pronunciation, so when they're working with their kids, they know exactly if they're doing it right. Right here we have folders. Now this is extremely crucial to me and very easy to set up the folders. I've set up 4 folders in my class with regards to the 4 kindergarten strands: belonging and contributing, demonstrating literacy and numeracy behaviors, problem solving and innovating, etc. And every time I take a picture or a video, or a child takes a picture, video, etc., I put it right into the appropriate folder, so when it comes time for report cards, I can reference that folder and to that child's portfolio, and it really helps with my figuring out where I'm going with that and where I need to go with that, things that I might have missed that we need to go back to. As you can see, Seesaw, super user-friendly. It allows you to use all of these apps, incorporate all these apps through links, and there's a whole bunch more. I'm not going to dwell on that because it's really something that you just have to play with to figure out everything that Seesaw can do, and it's fantastic. Additional resources that you can use for Seesaw right here. You can set up all these activities for them, and like I said, it's so interactive and so engaging. The kids really enjoyed working with the Seesaw, as do the educators. Seesaw is very concerned about promoting digital citizenship, so we have the Seesaw posters that we can print and put in the class. Always be curious and respectful. Use comments that are positive, which is a huge one for us. And we talk about sharing information. Whether you share it, it's a private, it's a public domain, so you need not to share private stuff online. All right, so a way to connect with other Seesaw educators, and this keeps growing and growing. So we're at Seesaw on Twitter. We've got a Seesaw Facebook page, and the beauty of this is that teachers are always innovating on the Seesaw app and sharing with each other. So you're always learning new things when you're on the. And Seesaw.me has PD in your PJs. So it's every month they put out a page with PD that they're offering that you can do from home. So you just sign up for the webinar and you can do it right from home, which is an amazing thing because, as I said, Seesaw is always, always, always innovating and upgrading and sharing, these ideas to all the educators. It makes us all better educators, which makes us all better learners, right? And it makes our students better learners. So just a couple more student examples. For instance, here, all these are D words. A lot of these ones I've looked at already before. So, yeah, what more can I say about Seesaw? It is so user-friendly. I would like to thank Slides Carnival for the slides. I'd also like to thank Seesaw, which provided me with a good deal of this information from when I became a Seesaw ambassador. And wrapping up, I hope you've enjoyed my screencast. I hope you've learned some more about Seesaw. You can obviously tell from my voice how excited I am about the Seesaw app and how much I enjoy using it with my students and in my classroom. Thank you.